Welcome back. Let's do this quick. Sentence E talks about meal times. Meal times. So we had 3, 6, 1, 4 already. So now let's go to talks about meal times. 3 already had. Number 4 already. 2, 5. 5 not yet. You go to the baker's to buy a pound of bread, and you wait while the girl cuts a pound of for another customer. Pardon, monsieur, she says. I suppose you don't. Blah blah blah. So this is about cutting bread, but it says meal times. So not yet about meals. Or number 5. Oh, we'll pass number 2. Sorry about that. The tobacconist. No, there's not it. There are letters that you want to answer and cannot because the stamps are too expensive. Every day at meal times you go out. Okay, so let's read again the sentence E. Talks about meal times. That's it. E will be going with the blank number 2. Blank number 2E. Last one, the letter F. Letter F. Must be. No, there is one more gap. One more gap. So, we had 1 already, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 6. But not yet 5 and 5. Oh, so it must be 5. 5. Is it? Oh, okay, so let's read. We still not got. We got 1. We got 2, 2. We got 3, 2. We got 4. But we didn't got 5. Okay, so let's read the letter F. Talks about a girl cutting something. Girl cutting something. Number 5. You go to the baker's to buy a pound of bread, and you wait while the girl cuts a pound for another customer. So, cut. That is the answer. Talks about a girl cutting something, cut the bread for another customer. So it absolutely F with the blank 5. Okay, so this is easier for you to do the exercise number 3 and number 4 because it tells you to match the sentences from A to G with the gaps from 1 to 6. There is one sentence that you do not need. Use your answers to the exercise number 3 to help you. Yes, why don't we use it? We're not dumb, okay? So, once again, I want to tell you, if the words in the sentence you do not know, you don't care, because during the examination you cannot take out your phone and search for the dictionary, look it up for the word. No, you cannot. But you can brainstorm it by underlining the sentence or the parts of a sentence, the phrases that is important to the meaning, to the idea of that blank of the paragraph or the text. Okay, so now let's do it with me as an example. Now, A, we will read all from A to G first. She's clumsy. She cuts more than a pound. So we underline the word cut. Hey, speaking about cut, talks about a girl cutting something. F. We had for blank 5. Cuts more than a pound. So A will be going with blank 5. Okay, so 5A. Okay, that's easy, right? So let's do it with me, okay? And then B. And then there are your meals. Meals are the worst difficulty out of all. So meals. What was talking about meals from A to F? Milk? No. Something different from expected? No. Large quantity of food? No, not yet. Consequence of buying something that is more expensive than necessary? No. Talks about meal times. E. Meal times match with blank 2. So the sentence B will be going with 2. Okay, 2B. 2B. Okay, easy, right? So with the exercise number 3, it can be easier for us to do. So C, she asked for the rent, and you have to explain why you cannot pay it. Okay. Underline the phrases like ask for the rent, ask for rent. Have to explain why you cannot pay it. Have to explain why you cannot pay it. So let's take a look. Mention milk? No. Something different from expected? No. Large quantity of food? Nonsense. Consequence of buying something that's more expensive than necessary? No. Because it is talking about here. Explain why you cannot buy it. Buying something that is more expensive than necessary. Okay, so it's talk about expensive, pay it, but this isn't that topic. Okay. Meal times? No. Cutting a girl cutting something? Even no. So this sentence we don't choose, but yet don't be too excited because it is correct. We'll move to another sentence, so not to be confused. Go to another sentence. D. You thought it would be quite simple, but it is extraordinarily complicated. So, you thought it would be quite simple. Underline thought it would be simple, but it is extraordinarily complicated. Alright, so mention milk? No. Explain something, how something is different from expected. Yes, that is it. First you thought it would be simple, but it turns out complicated. So, like how something is different from expected. That's it. So let's see. B matches with blank 1, so the letter D will be going with blank number 1. Next. E. A sniveling self-pity comes over you at the sight of so much food. So let's talk about so much food. So much food. Where is the food? Where are the foods? Mentions a large quantity of food. Boom! C talked about blank 6, so E will be going with number 6. E. 6E. Okay, fair enough. Next. F. This wastes you a franc a day. Waste a franc a day. Let's take a look. We had what? Waste you a franc a day. So we mentioned milk already. Oh no, not yet. Mention milk? No. Explain, we did that already. Large quantity of food? Yes. Mention the consequence of buying something that is more expensive than necessary. Yes. So waste you a franc a day. So it is expensive than necessary, okay? Waste you a franc a day. So D will be going with the letter sentence blank 3. So blank 3 will be going with the letter F, okay? Letter F. We'll be right back with the next part of the show, and we'll choose out the correct answer for blank 4, and I'm having something to say at the end of the show. Tune in.